What happens if you name the wrong executor? This is something people don't always think deeply about, but it can have a big impact on how smoothly everything is handled. Because the executor is the person responsible for carrying out your plan. They're the one who steps in, works through the probate process, gathers assets, communicates with beneficiaries, pays debts, and makes sure everything is distributed properly. So this is not just a title, it's an active role with real responsibility. Now, a lot of people choose an executor based on closeness. They pick a spouse, a child, or someone they trust personally, and that makes sense. But being trustworthy and being able to handle the role are not always the same thing. So let me give you a practical example. An executor needs to stay organized. They need to communicate clearly. They need to follow a process that may be unfamiliar to them. And they need to make decisions along the way. If the person you choose is overwhelmed, unresponsive, or simply just not comfortable with handling those responsibilities, things can slow down. I've seen situations where an estate could have been handled fairly smoothly, but delays came up because the person in charge was struggling to manage the process. Now, that doesn't mean someone has to be perfect, but it does mean they need to be capable and willing. And here's another layer to consider. Sometimes the person you choose is in a position where being the executor could create some tension. Maybe they're one of several siblings. Maybe other family members are looking to them for answers or decisions. That can add pressure to the role. Now, compare that to a situation where the right person is chosen. They're organized. They're able to communicate. They understand that their role is to follow the plan you've put in place. Now things tend to move more smoothly. There's less confusion. There's less frustration for the family. So when you're thinking about who to name as executor, it's worth taking a step back and asking a simple question. Not just who do I trust, but also who can actually handle this role? Because the goal is not just to name someone, it's to set your family up for a process that works as smoothly as possible. And choosing the right person is a big part of that.